those key third down throws.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. You talk about this Rams defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Love going to give this one to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Packers at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
That's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And some room to run now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Here's Stafford now on second down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Packers defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short pass.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play off.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Again, it's Love. Completed out left to Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers! Rolling take a 3-touchdown lead. CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That is caught. Fights through and now a crease. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right. Impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Tyquan Lewis, he read that the whole way and made the tackle. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready up.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Blue strike. Blaster, stay. Ready?
Love from the gun. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is a half with not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Stafford now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Blake Gillikin now. But how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Stafford on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Now Love. And complete once again to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Here's Love. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd down, Love once more. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now Carlson for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver?
Here we go.
Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, Love. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Like 7.
To the air again, Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
Down the right sideline. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he stopped immediately there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Packers' 9-yard line.
Here's Stafford.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Touchdown! DeMarcus Robinson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lucas Van Ness picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right at the 35. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. 146 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Carlson on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
That's the score. Packers 42. Rams 14. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll dump this off to Akers. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
On the double. On the ball. Ready.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
They'll go again to Jones. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
17.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter. In the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, but probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Set. Hut. Set.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A tackle there by John Johnson.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Again, it's Jones. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And running with power here. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Ready.
Running right, Jones.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Hut.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
173 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners. taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Green Bay,
they improved to 5-3.
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You got a love. Maybach, lay back, matte black. Just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it is time. Better believe we gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about the that you do? Why you always rapping about the that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta get respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state of God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up.